Hey, so basically this video, I just want to talk about uh, when you go to your interview to do your citizenship. So I just did my citizenship interview last week. I'm gonna walk you through it, what happened, how it went. Cause a lot of the YouTube videos, you watch them, and as you're watching them, you're like, damn, it's gonna be hard. They're asking for a lot of stuff, but honestly, I got there. They pretty much tell you to show up 15 minutes prior because of COVID. Make sure you have your face covering on when you go there. You have to have a face covering. I had my interview in Fresno. So then they take you in, you sit down, they call you out. Then when you go to the interview, they just kind of like, you do small talk with the person, then you do your oath where you kind of swear in on what's going to happen. Then pretty much where you say, I'm gonna say the truth, nothing but the truth, that good stuff. Then you do your civic test. They ask you 10 questions, you have to answer 6 correct. I answered all 10 correct. It wasn't even that hard. It's the ones that you do as a practice. Then we did they tell you to read a sentence in English. You read it, then they tell you to write down a sentence, then you write it down. Then you pass, then you move on to the next step. And basically the next step is them pretty much going over your application, everything you answer. They kind of ask you all the yes, no questions. They're going to ask you all of those. I was a little bit scared because I had problems with my taxes. I owed taxes, but I was on a payment plan. And I got on that payment plan a couple days prior to going to my interview. And then one of the questions there is, do you owe any back taxes? I put no, which the answer was yes, I do owe back taxes. But as long as by the time you go to your interview, everything's on point and you're on a payment plan, you should be good. If that is the case, make sure you have documentation to prove that you are on a payment plan and you're not going to have any issues. I did take my taxes for like the last 3 years. Didn't ask for any of that. Didn't even ask to see it. The only reason you would have to take documentation with you is if you have doubts or if you have questions. If you owe taxes, I consider you take that stuff. But as long as you're on a payment plan or you already paid it, make sure you guys take proof that it's been taken care of and you should be good. That was my worry. The only personal questions they asked me was, when did I get married? My wife's name, the birthday of both my kids. Well, they asked me how old was one of my kids. Then my second kid, they asked me what was his birth date. And I think those were like the most personal questions they asked. Other than that, it's not that bad. It's pretty simple, basic questions. Just remember, you go in there and you're honest. You just tell them the truth, and in reality, that's all they're asked for, and that's all they're looking for, honesty. And then, like I said, I was scared because I owed back taxes, but once I got there, I had already kind of taken care of it and put myself on a payment plan, so everything's good. And I became a citizen that same day. I had my interview. Then at 3, they had the ceremony. So that same day, I did everything, and I did it in Fresno. So I'm just making this video because I know I was looking at the videos and then the mock interviews, and they're a little bit like, oh man, they're gonna ask a lot of stuff. But no, it's not that bad, you guys. If you guys are gonna have your interview, I wish you guys luck. And just remember, if you guys owe taxes, don't be scared. Make sure you guys go on a payment plan before you get there, or you show proof that you're already paying, and you should be good. All right, bye.